Vegeta stands watching Bulma and Bra play peekaboo, but he also looks down at his hand and thinks about how strong they made him. Then thinks of his ultra ego and sees it as a representation of his pride and ego without them. Maybe he could push the limits of this form and do it for more than just himself, evolve ultra ego. He then thinks to Jiren, who gained an insane gain his power through sheer training dedication to an unimaginable degree, which Vegeta used to be like it, be like it, be like, and thinks that he was meant to stand with his family. So Vegeta then asks Whis if they could venture to Universe 11 and battle Jiren, which Whis agrees and promises to monitor his training. They then get in the cube and warp to Universe 11. We see Jiren dealing with a giant monster attacking the planet. Vegeta simply uses a ki blast to decapitate the monster. Jiren says he had it under control. He was trying to transport that creature to a new world. It's an endangered species. Now it's extinct. Vegeta will have to deal with the Pride Troopers boss, the intergalactic peacekeeping force. Vegeta scoffs and says that it doesn't matter. He's not here for that. He's here for Jiren. He wants to battle. Jiren just tells him to hand himself over to the authorities. Vegeta scoffs and tells Jiren to make him. Jiren tells Vegeta that the last time they fought, he was hardly worth his time. Jiren is now much stronger than before. He's been training non-stop to defeat Goku. Vegeta is just second fiddle, hardly worth his time. Vegeta chuckles and tells Jiren that he isn't the same mortal he met in the tournament. He is a god. Vegeta unleashes his ultra ego form. Jiren scoffs and tells him that he proclaimed the same when he was in his blue form in the tournament. Despite the colors, nothing will change. Vegeta says that he seems to underestimate him. Vegeta will have to reassure him that he is the ultimate destructive power in the multiverse. Jiren simply stomps, sending a boulder shooting up from the ground, and punches it at Vegeta, who scoffs and blasts the rock away. Jiren then comes through the smoke from Vegeta's blast, smashing into his face, sending him flying. Vegeta catches himself and grabs Jiren's hand and tells him the pain will only make him stronger, then punches Jiren in the face. Jiren and Vegeta get into a clash of power, with them shaking the entire planet they're standing on. Then Vegeta shoots a Hakai at Jiren. He glares it away. Jiren then flexes his muscles and uses a massive energy fist to punch Vegeta in the gut, sending him crashing down into the planet. Vegeta rises from the rubble, smirking. Vegeta then powers up using a massive final shine attack to make Jiren dodge, to which he does and flips around it and clotheslines Vegeta, which Jiren then punches Vegeta in the gut, then in the face, then speed blitzes him, telling him that he picked up this new trick from Dispo, which Jiren then uses a speed technique that encases Vegeta in a vortex of speed. It beats down on him rapidly, which would have countered Frieza's beam cage in the tournament. However, Vegeta catches a punch and glares at Jiren, sending him flying back, breaking the vortex. Vegeta lands and catches his breath. He's coughing, looks at his hands, and covers the spit-up blood. He then blasts into the ground and continues doing so, seemingly at random points. Jiren lands on his feet, ready to go again. However, Jiren can't see Vegeta or sense his ki. It is godly, but he is surprised when Vegeta comes out of the ground and kicks Jiren in the balls, then goes back into the hole, then leaping out of another, kicking Jiren in the back. Vegeta is now playing whack-a-mole, except this time the mole whacks. Vegeta keeps beating down on Jiren, which Jiren gets angry and unleashes a massive beam attack down on the ground, which he unintentionally vaporized half the planet. Vegeta appears behind Jiren, all torn up, telling him that wouldn't be him going to jail, since he just wiped out half a planet. Jiren says he didn't mean to do that. Vegeta says sure he didn't. He wouldn't mind explaining that to his big council, would he? If he resisted, he would be a criminal. Would he really sit there and take it? He is the most powerful man in the universe. Wouldn't wiping out half a planet make him a criminal? Jiren looks at Vegeta with furious eyes and tells him to drop dead as he uses laser eyes to blast Vegeta, wiping out more of the planet, sending Vegeta flying back. Vegeta catches himself and says he can't take much more of the snow. He has to keep pushing. If he can endure enough damage, he can evolve this form. He knows he can. Vegeta then uses a Hakai attack at Jiren, but he swipes it away as Vegeta kicks Jiren up in the face to punch him in the jaw. He then spins and blasts him away with Vegeta chasing. They battle, making craters everywhere they strike until Vegeta gets a lucky shot in and feels a tingle in his spine. What is this? Jiren and him are both surprised to see that he has sprouted a tail again. Vegeta drops his guard and questions this, leaving Jiren to strike him in the gut, sending him flying into a moon. Jiren flies up, telling him that the extinction of a species and a planet is inconsequential to the threat Vegeta poses on the multiverse. Traveling to universes to seek stronger opponents. He's no better than Goku. Vegeta questions, what did he say? Jiren says that he's no more than another Goku with an ego complex. He's nothing new or impressive. Vegeta's eyes glow with rage. Vegeta erupts from the moon in a new Ultra Ego form, the second level of it, which ironically looks like Super Saiyan 3, telling Jiren that he is a million times better than what that clown will ever be. As he powers up and fires a Gamma Burst flash, wiping through the galaxy in a massive beam, his Jiren holds on for dear life and is blown back by this. Vegeta drops to his knees and questions what that was. His body just felt the need to let out all that raw, destructive energy when he got mad. What's going on here? He then reverts to plain Ultra Ego and then sees what seems to be a supernova going off and then questions why it's moving shortly before remembering who he's fighting as Jiren rockets back in with full power, smashing Vegeta's face into the moon and crushing it all the way through. Jiren fires his universe-sized attack angrily at Vegeta in a straight single beam, like he did in the Tournament of Power, hitting Vegeta, causing his heart to hurt rapidly, knocking him out of all his forms, floating out in space. Jiren floats down, telling him so that Vegeta has improved, but shame to say, it's time for him to take him in for the extinction of a galaxy. Good thing he didn't have to use his secret technique. Meanwhile, Vegeta is met in his mind by a great ape behind his past self, telling him to stop playing around. He knows who he is. He is the Prince of all Saiyans, the strongest people to ever exist in all of the universes. And he is going to lose to a generic alien lookalike? Wake up and show him your true destructive power of a god and a Saiyan together, and defeat him. Show him what the new King of all Saiyans can do. Vegeta is engulfed in a bright purple aura and light as a mysterious huge Hakai Great Ape avatar appears around Vegeta's body in the real world, with Jiren being blown back by the ape roars with power and shakes the entire universe so much that other universes can feel it. As the Great Ape comes back down into a humanoid form, Vegeta, he has finally ascended beyond his Ultra Ego form and tapped into his true Saiyan side. Ultra Ego Super Saiyan 4, or what he likes to call the Destructive Emperor. Jiren is shocked by this amazing power and has no idea what to think of it. Vegeta then simply sways his hand, destroying dozens of planets in his wake. Jiren's blood begins to boil even more and flies in to punch Vegeta, but Vegeta doesn't flinch as Jiren's punch lands and hits his chest and nothing happened. Vegeta then gut punches Jiren and drags him through the stars and the planets and even dimension breaking through the universe's glass, then smashes him on top of himself on the other side of Jiren's universe, which gets the attention of two other people, Dispo and Topo. Vegeta is pounding down on Jiren until his blood is all over the floor of this new planet, then roars in an out of control state and grabs Jiren and shoves him through dozens of cities, killing innocents all over, with Jiren being powerless to stop it. Vegeta then kicks Jiren back and throws him through as Jiren lands in the river nearby. Vegeta then chuckles and roars a sonic roar, killing more innocents and throwing Jiren around, which his scream is then stopped by two unknown assailants, Dispo and Topo, who's in their full power forms, God of Destruction form, and light speed. Dispo, yeah, stand before the city as Dispo and the other, as Dispo says, the other troopers are on the way, but he's sure they can take this chump. Then a pumped up Vegeta emerges from the rubble, telling them both that this will push their evolution further.
Vegeta then flares up and readies to fire a blast, but Jiren erupts from behind Toppo and Dispo in his newly obtained Ultra Instinct form and tells Toppo and Dispo that they have to kill Vegeta here and now, no holding back. They nod and tell him that hopefully they could take him out before the other troopers get here to spare them this war. Vegeta simply says come, as Jiren and Toppo and Dispo all dive in to battle Vegeta in his new Destroyer Emperor form. Quick little thing, guys, please get this to 1,000 views. Thank you so much for the ongoing support for the channel. 2 of my videos had just made 1,000 views, and they were normal, just 10-minute videos, not shorts. And I'm so happy about that. Thank you all so much for the unending support. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll have more coming out soon. Alrighty, later.